Hey friends, I am excited because this Sunday we're reopening our church campus. Some of you will be joining us on campus. I know some will still be worshiping from home, worshiping with us digitally. That is totally okay. But for those who are joining us on campus, I'm going to invite you on a quick tour so you can see physically firsthand what you can expect as we walk into the church building and what things will look like when we're going around campus. So join me on this quick tour. Hey friends, so one of the first things that you're going to notice when we walk into the church is the doors actually won't have greeters at them. Instead of having greeters, we are going to open up the church and we'll have people that will be opening up the doors with the electronic switches. We will also have a couple of our ministers that will be holding the doors open, but we're not going to be shaking any hands. We want to make sure everyone is safe in this process. But I'm excited to be able to see you, and I know many of us are excited to see you as well. So we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Come on in. Let's check out what else you can see. Hey guys, so when you come in the building, it will look like this. You'll notice the children's ministry building over on this side is actually going to be darkened. We're not going to have any children's ministry, at least for the first few weeks. Probably late June, early July, we'll open that back up. But until then, we invite family worship. We'll invite all of the kids into worship with us. Also, you'll notice as you come in, there's a sanitation station set up right by the staircase, so you can go ahead and put sanitizer on your hands as you're heading up into the sanctuary. Now let's go ahead and head up that way, and I'll show you what else you can see as we move further in. Hi friends, we are now in the connecting corridor between the worship center that is right over here to my right and the history wall that you may be able to see in this view. I'm not exactly sure the way I have the camera set up, but also you can see behind me is the guest services desk. If you have children with you, and I'm excited to see many of our kids with us, we have worship bags that are set up specifically for our children to be able to engage in worship with us with some great activities for them. You can find all of that information in those packets available for them specifically just over here, right next to the guest services desk. So let me take you over there to show you those bags, and then we'll walk into the sanctuary to see what you can expect there. So here you can see our activity bags for our children. They are set up, they're age appropriate, they're labeled accordingly with some great things for your kids to be able to enjoy. So I encourage you when you come in, be sure to stop by the guest services desk so you can pick one of those up. Well, hey, here we are in the worship center, and you'll notice probably a couple of things when you come in. I apologize right now. You can see we've got a couple of sanitation carts set up because our cleaning team is working hard to make sure this space is extra clean and ready for us when we show up on Sunday. But you'll notice a couple of things when you come into the worship center. First of all, you'll notice that every other aisle is blocked off with a rope that looks like this. That's designed to create a little bit of social distancing for us, so you'll want to sit every other row. We're encouraging everyone to sit with their families and then have at least 3 empty seats between you and the next family next to you. That's a good way to create some safe social distancing. A couple other things you'll notice that are present here in the worship center. You'll notice that we're going to be encouraging those that are sitting towards the back underneath the balcony. The back third of the worship center is reserved for people that specifically are looking for a space with a mask. Okay, so throughout the worship center, you'll also notice that we have in most of the window sills like this, we've got a station set up with prayer requests, with offering envelopes. Also, you'll notice these boxes that we now have set up, lock boxes throughout the worship center, specifically for offering. Instead of having ushers pass a plate this week and for the next several weeks, we're going to have these lock boxes set up, so it's an easy way for you to be able to worship God through giving, simply just by dropping those into the boxes that are located throughout the building, both in the main level and up above in the balcony. So now that you've seen the worship center, you may have a few more questions about the weekend. Specifically, what do I do with restrooms? Where else can I go on campus? So we will actually have some parts of campus closed off just to make sure that no one goes into those spaces. You'll be able to get in the building through any of our doors. All of those doors will be open and available to you to enter. We do have several areas reserved for restrooms. One is over by the cafe. One is off the entrance. If you come in off of Detroit, you can use the restrooms that are in the Detroit Tower. That's where some of our adult community groups are. It's also the same building that the offices are in. It used to be the AT&T building. Also, there is a family restroom that is just underneath the staircase as you head up from that main entrance off of Detroit, heading this way towards the worship center. If you have any questions about any of those, please feel free to visit our website at tulsafbc.org/COVID-19. You'll be able to find all of that information readily available. Hey, I'm excited to see you this weekend, and I hope that I get to worship with you. We won't be shaking hands, but maybe we can rub elbows together, or if nothing else, we can do an air high five as we get to worship God together. I look forward to seeing you this weekend.